Yo, what is going on guys, my name's Defender Machine, and today what I've got you guys, if you can tell by the title or the thumbnail or anything to do with the video, what we're going to be looking at is not the success of Advanced Warfare. That doesn't mean anything to do with the success or how good Advanced Warfare is doing. I wanted to make this video today because it's been about 6 months or just over since Call of Duty Advanced Warfare actually came out last year on November in 2014, but I wanted to make this video today because Advanced Warfare, if you think about it, looking back on it, it seems like, correct me if I'm wrong here as well, it seems like it's been the Call of Duty that's changed the most over its time span, but not only just the whole entire time span of the game being out, it feels like this game's changed the most in half a year compared to all the other Call of Duties that have changed in a full year or have changed over their lifetime of actually their release date being out. And I'm not going to lie in this video, I'm going to give my opinions out there that I don't think Advanced Warfare has been exactly my favourite Call of Duty, but not my least favourite, and I don't think it's been the most successful as a majority of people's opinion. But I think it's fair to say, even though the game's only been out half a year, it has changed the most compared to other Call of Duties being out for this long, and I think it's just generally changed even more than every other Call of Duty ever has anyways. I don't know if this is just my opinion or not, because I haven't really paid attention to patch notes and everything changing with other games when they've been out in their life cycles, because I've just been a little kid and I'm quite young to play Call of Duty, to be honest. When I started when I was 7 years old, I'm not going to pay attention that much because I obviously wouldn't need to, because I'm not making YouTube videos and I'm not doing all this other shiz. So what the video is going to be about today, it's not going to be the success of Advanced Warfare as a game as the whole, even though it's changed a whole lot more, and it has improved certain things that it's been fluctuating on in terms of its performance and how the game actually performs and keeping people interested in the game, like bringing out new DLC. And if you didn't know, and I believe this is for the third DLC pack of Advanced Warfare that's coming to Xbox One first, what they've announced is the high-rise map is going to be coming back from Modern Warfare 2 in Advanced Warfare, and the picture actually looks pretty sick, but I can't put it on screen because I might get copyrighted in this video, I might get taken down, and I might not be able to use it anyway, so sorry about that, I can't use that, but I might make a video dedicated to this tomorrow. But today, like I said, I was going to say anyway, what we're going to be talking about today is how is success set in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, because if you think about it, and like I was saying before, Advanced Warfare's had a butt ton of changes, and when I say a butt ton, I mean at least about 500 arse cheeks at once changing the game. I'm just kidding, but anyways, it has changed a lot. I hope you got the point there. It has changed so much, but in game, the performance of guns and everything to do successful with guns and do successful overall in terms of score have remained the same in terms of actually running around the map and performing using same things. And when I say same things, and if you haven't been in a coma for the past 6 months, what I mean is ASM1, 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 Bal. Everyone knows that those guns are the most overused things in the game, and probably the most overpowered guns in the game as well, despite all the nerfs that they've had and buffs. They've been buffed, nerfed. I know the ASM1 has anyways, but I don't know about the Bal. The Bal's had nerfs, but it seems that the Obsidian Steed just seems to shit all over every kid in the lobby anyways, despite what they're throwing at me. I just get shit on by the Steed, or I shit on with the Steed. And to be honest, the same goes for the Speakeasy as well, and any variant of the ASM1 or any variant of the Bal. And speaking of the Bal, I'm using it in this gameplay, and I didn't really introduce the gameplay today. The gameplay that you're going to be watching is just a really good start to a game in domination, and I'm kind of hypocritical talking about success here replicated in Advanced Warfare, because like I said before, I'm using the Bal, and the Bal obviously is a really overpowered gun, but I'm using what's considered to be one of the most overpowered variants of an overpowered gun, which is obviously the Inferno variant that you can see on your screen. I mean, I'm using it throughout the gameplay, so I don't know how you wouldn't be able to see it, but anyways, that's what I'm using. And like I said before, it seems that every time I use an overpowered gun, I get more success than I do using another good variant of a gun, which isn't considered a good gun in its stock variant, but if it's something like an MP11 Goliath compared to the MP11, you do notice a dramatic difference in its performance. And I know you're thinking, Machine, why are you telling us this? You're obviously going to do really good on your best performance with the best performing gun that's overpowered. Why are you telling us this? We already know, we all use the guns. If the game's been out for 6 months, you still suck and you're bad. And besides me saying I'm going to agree to all of the above there, what I will say is even when a Call of Duty first comes out, mostly people tend to use different perks and they tend to switch them up throughout the year. And like Modern Warfare 3, it's all about your specialist balance and all about your specialist bonus when you're going for Moabs, but it isn't like that in Advanced Warfare. Everyone just seemed to use blind eye, low profile, toughness, brass, suppressor, scavenger, blah blah blah, whatever you want to use straight away, because they're all the overpowered perks, and that's what you need to be successful and just generally keep alive. And perks within a game aren't something that they have a great deal of changing, despite even having pro perks. They don't change a whole lot, and in Advanced Warfare there isn't a great variety of perks, and they're the set perks you use. But even that, things that you can change like guns and stuff, where you can nerf them and you can buff them back up again and do all these types of changes. The two main guns, the Bal and the ASM1, have just stood out completely throughout the year, and that seems to be the secret to key success and maintaining that throughout the whole game no matter what happens to these guns. Within Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, it's almost like these tried and true factors of the game, the Bal and the ASM1, have just been like, nah bruh, we're going to stay the same throughout the whole game no matter what you do to us, no matter what you decrease or increase, whether it's mag size or stats on the gun, we're going to be so overpowered that no one can resist to use us. And I think that's a real shame at the end of the day, that in a new game where they've implemented a new system like exosuits or something, they've made the weapon balancing really bad, and it hasn't really been their fault either, because they've tried to change it. They've tried adding a new royalty variant, which is pretty much getting people to use other variants and try and get them variants as well, even though they did make the Bal Inferno a royalty variant as well as the Speakeasy variant. And I'm like, bro, why are you doing this to us? You're making people get these guns and want to get more advanced supply drops when they have twice as much chance as getting a Speakeasy or an Inferno. Why are you doing this if you want them to get the weapon variety mixed up? And I mentioned a lot of this to conclude the last video off about Sledgehammer trying and putting new DLC in the game and pumping it full of life and trying to make us interested in it as much as we can for its life cycle of being out, and we can only applaud them for that because they actually are trying to keep us interested. But to conclude this video off, I want to know from you guys in the comment section below, do you think Advanced Warfare is the most success set Call of Duty game in Call of Duty history? Because if you think about it, like I've mentioned the whole of this video, the ASM1 and the Bal, just don't even get me started. They've just been so overpowered throughout the year. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Slap a like on today's video if you enjoyed, and a favourite if you loved it, and I'll see you guys in the video tomorrow. Peace out.